As an adventure filmmaker, one of the biggest ways that I make money is with branded documentaries. In this video, I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how to make them better.
The truth is, there's nothing like old friends. 'Cause you can't make old friends.
So branded documentaries are kind of this exciting new value-based marketing opportunity for brands to partner with filmmakers and athletes and people with incredible stories to help share their stories to their audience and get their audience, the people that support their products, the people that support their brands, aligned with their mission. One of the most effective parts about branded documentaries is that the audience doesn't feel like they're being sold something, but rather that they're being entertained or they're being educated or they're being inspired. So that's a big way that I make my money as a filmmaker. And so now that you know what they are, let's dive in how to make them better. So to contrast a branded documentary versus perhaps an adventure documentary where anything goes and you're just out there shooting anything to make sure that there's coverage, a branded documentary, you're already partnered with a brand and you have resources and you have time to plan it and make it right. So my first tip is to slow down and shoot it well. The more you can communicate upfront about what the imagery will look like to your client, to the brand that's sponsoring the documentary, the more effective the project will be. They'll trust you, they'll value you, and the overall project will be a lot better because you took the time to make it right. So for me, how this sort of materializes is I take the time to slow down, I take the time to pause and direct the person that I'm filming, whether that be an athlete or somebody with an inspiring story, and I take time to say, hey, can you look this way? Can you try moving something this way? Can you run a little faster? Can we do that again? Rather than prioritizing the adventure and the experience, I'm really prioritizing making things look good. Practice your cinematography, not just capturing footage for the sake of getting the video. As filmmakers, our jobs are to communicate stories and to communicate emotions. With branded documentaries, you have to take that one step farther and think about what those emotions are and how they can sell something. So for branded documentaries, my second tip is remember that you are selling something. Unlike any other film, this in its heart and its essence is a commercial. However, sometimes you won't be selling a specific product. You may be showing how a product is used in its most effective way, or you're selling a lifestyle. And although it may look like a documentary, although it may feel like a documentary, you are selling something, so really it's closer to a commercial. Ultimately, because you are selling something, a branded documentary needs to solve a problem for your client. Maybe they need more brand awareness, maybe they need more coats sold, or they need more shoes sold, or they just need to show the lifestyle and the values of their company. If you can do this through your documentary and you're thinking about marketing and you're thinking about what the client needs and how to solve that problem for them, you'll go way farther because they will go back to you again and again and again. And my final tip for creating a really successful branded documentary is storytelling is more important than the adventure. I think as adventure filmmakers, it's so easy to go big and search those big adventures, right? We want to climb the biggest peaks, we want to surf the gnarliest waves, we want to travel to the most remote areas. But remember that for a branded documentary and solving those needs for your client, storytelling is the most important part of this. A good story has conflict. A good story has a beginning, middle, and end. A good story has somebody who wants something and has to overcome something to get it. These stories, these branded documentaries, the most successful branded documentaries that are out there that are solving needs for their clients are putting story first. And that's what I think are so amazing about branded documentaries and why they've become a really big staple of my career is that in essence, it's a commercial, but you are solving a need for a client while still continuing to push stories forward that are creating a positive impact in the world, that are meaningful and that are impacting people positively in some way. So yes, branded documentaries are really exciting. It's an amazing way for adventure filmmakers to create impact and positivity in the world while still bringing home a paycheck and creating value for a client. I always say that outdoor adventure is my passion and storytelling is my purpose. And doing that through stories of hope, joy, and adventure, by partnering with clients that are hoping to do the same, you can create a really positive difference in the world while still continuing to make a paycheck and bring money home for your family. So that's why I find branded documentaries to be really fulfilling, and hopefully these 3 tips can help you level up your game in the branded documentary space as well. So I was just out skiing and I was kind of reflecting on some things about this video. And I walked through the 3 tips for branded documentaries and I feel like, okay, this is solid advice, but I feel like there's one really important thing that I failed to mention, and that's impact. I think as filmmakers, it's really important for us to think about pairing our passion with our purpose. We're so often chasing that next job or figuring out what's coming next, and we're figuring out how to do things we love while also making money. When we're first starting out, we may not feel super aligned with the type of projects we do compared to the types of money that comes in. But I think the branded documentary space is really aspirational, especially for me personally, because I feel like it bridges that gap between your personal passion and your purpose. I always say that outdoor adventure is my passion, storytelling is my purpose. So for me, where my passion meets purpose is aligned in this branded documentary space. If you love what you do and you're finding joy and purpose in the branded documentary or adventure filmmaking space, then I hope this video was insightful and I hope that you get some value out of this channel. If branded documentaries or adventure filmmaking isn't your thing, then I hope you find what it is for you and you can follow that path. While I've had a lot of big name clients and expeditions under my feet, I think I'm still reflecting a lot on what it means to be a filmmaker. For me personally, pairing that passion and purpose is a huge way to make a sustainable career in this, because I don't want to get burnt out and have to leave the adventure storytelling industry just because I went too hard or I didn't figure out what I love to do. So if branded documentaries are what you love to do, hopefully this video was valuable. If it's not, stick around because maybe some other tips and tricks that I give on adventure filmmaking may be of value to you. But whatever it is that you love, whatever it is that gets you up in the morning, and whatever it is that gets you excited about getting outside, I encourage you to pursue that, because I truly believe that the world needs more people doing what they love. And if branded documentaries is it, I hope you enjoyed this video. If it isn't, I hope you find that and I hope you pursue it. This is a really exciting industry and I love being a part of it. There are so many passionate and kind and joyful and exciting people to be around. It takes you all over the world and the paychecks that come in can be pretty substantial. As far as jobs go, it's pretty idyllic. And while it's not roses and unicorns and rainbows all the time, I think finding what you love and pairing that passion and purpose and creating impact both for your clients and for yourself can really help create a sustainable career in this industry. So to conclude this video, I hope you enjoyed hearing a bit of my rambling thoughts about the industry and my mindset towards creating a sustainable career as a branded documentary and adventure filmmaker. Feel free to check out this behind the scenes video that I made about shooting a branded documentary about skiing here in the mountains of Colorado with La Sportiva, and I will see you in the next one.